Is rocking once again for a first-round battle between the Ball State Cardinals and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And good evening, everyone. I'm Larry Putney, along with former Husker Kathy Wieskamp. Great to have you with us back here tonight for first-round action of the NCAA tournament. This our second match of the night. Earlier this evening, boy, Missouri looked good under first-year head coach Josh Taylor with a sweep of Northern Iowa.
They definitely came out and dominated that match. They're really excited to be here. They were here a year ago, so they're comfortable. They've been in this environment, and that's been a very positive thing for them. They're looking forward to maybe have the chance to play Nebraska again in that second round, similar to last year.
It would be a rematch of last year's second round. For the Huskers tonight, it's been an outstanding year for Nebraska's middle blocker, All-American Lauren Stivrins.
Lauren Stivrins has been so much fun to watch this year. She's been consistent, she's been dynamic and dominant out on the court. Obviously, you think of her for a big and strong attack and explosiveness, but she's also been very strong in her block. She's been disciplined, balanced, and really doing some great things for Nebraska, and her leadership really stands out with no seniors on this squad.
Well, the hunt continues tonight. That hunt for Nebraska's 6th national championship. Will John Cook and his Huskers peak at the right time? Opening round of the NCAA Volleyball Championship is next on NET. Win in advance. It's that time of year in the NCAA tournament. Missouri did that earlier tonight with the win over Northern Iowa, so they have advanced. The other three on this side of the bracket still to be contested tonight, including the one upcoming, Nebraska and Ball State. Here's a look at the lineup for the Cardinals of Ball State. Very young team with 4 freshmen in the starting lineup. We could see as many as 7 freshmen playing tonight for Ball State, including MAC Freshman of the Year, Natalie Reese. The head coach of the Cardinals of Ball State is Kelly Miller Phillips in her 4th season. Former standout libero at Purdue, 94-61 record. Nebraska comes in as the number 5 national seed, ranked number 6 nationally. Into the year with a number 6 RPI as well. Finished tied for 2nd in the Big Ten Conference. Ball State was the MAC Conference Tournament champs, which qualified them for this postseason. Jazz Sweet will get her first swing. Good up by the Cardinal. Off the block and the kill for Ball State. Good swing by Van Beek. Here's a look at Nebraska's starting lineup. Nicklin Hames will run the show. She was named first team All Big Ten this week, along with Lexi Sun. And of course, Lauren Stivrins.
Schwarzenbach, nice job getting in transition right away. First opportunity to get in there, get a swing. Been really focusing on her getting involved in the offense.
4 consecutive Final Fours for Nebraska. Tough serve, good pass. Inside the block goes the swing and the kill by Natalie Mitchum. Mitchum the outside, freshman for the Cardinals.
Mitchum, 2 swings, 2 big kills. She tooled, and here she goes and cuts it underneath the block.
Good pass. The tip by Schwarzenbach knocked down. And the second touch. Nicklin Hames with the kill.
Hames, that offensive-minded setter. She does a great job and really looks toward that open area in the court. You can see a big open area right here. She recognizes that and places it right in the middle.
First 14 games of the year, 20 kills, 0.83 hitting percentage for Hames. The back 15, she's had 25 kills, hitting .320. Much more offensive second half of the season for Nebraska's sophomore setter, Nicklin Hames.
Again, I think she's just become more comfortable and confident in her position, and so now she can start seeing those things, making those decisions. And again, when you are relaxed, you just feel that, and so you can really make smart choices.
Well, a tough serve there by Esther Grusing that Nebraska let go just at the last moment. Grusing, another freshman out of Wilmar, Minnesota.
You know, this Ball State team, like you mentioned earlier, full of young players, and we're seeing them out on the court. And they've really changed their lineup a lot throughout the season because of that youth and the inconsistencies of play. But they feel like, as of late, they're really kind of in a groove.
On the slide, good up by Knuckles. Nice pass as well. Puts Kubik in system, and Maddie Kubik delivers. Freshman of the Year in the Big Ten Conference, announced earlier this week.
Yeah, just again, speaking to get the testament of her season. She's just been consistent and continually got better, more confident. Here's a great shot as she goes after that high hand.
Each of these teams with the respective Freshman of the Year in their conference, and on the overpass, Hames picks up kill number 2.
Talk about offensive-minded. Setters love when those opportunities arise. That ball pops up and you can get a big swing.
A good serve there by Megan Miller, who will serve again. And another tough pass. Puts Ball State out of system. Great angle, swing, and kill by Kubik.
Just a great set to the outside, giving Kubik the opportunity to really, again, be aggressive with the ball. Blockers are both there. She takes advantage of that inside shot with them both taking the pin.
Just 5 kills in for Nebraska, but already hitting .714. Good up by Knuckles. Back row attack.
Wow.
Sun makes it 6 of 8 for Nebraska.
That ball came fast and low, just right over the top of the tape. Again, without a back row, focusing on that back row attacker, no block in front of her. A lot of court. A lot of court.
Serve is long by Miller after a nice run. There's a 5-0 scoring run for the Huskers. In the game now for the Cardinals, another freshman, Maggie Huber. Cardinals finished 11-5 in the MAC Conference. Did not beat a ranked team this year, only played 1. Tried to go line between the block, no touch. Point for the Huskers.
And a lot of opponents, when you have Hames up front, she's a little bit smaller blocker, and so try to shoot that line. Line, you have to be very accurate. You don't have a lot of wiggle room there, keeping it in the court.
Kubik now will serve for Nebraska. That only ranked team that Ball State faced was Purdue. On the slide, Stivrins tools the block. First swing, first kill for Lauren Stivrins.
You know, Stivrins got that ball. She threw it down very aggressively, but just a great up there by Avila.
Or 2 swings there for Stivrins, 1 kill. Just long on the serve by Kubik. So in to serve now for the Cardinals is Marie Plitt. And she's a freshman also. Slide Stivrins again. Step in play. And then out. Stivrins with the kill.
Just a great pass there by Miller. She put it right on the box. Perfect, so that all options were available for Hames. That's what coaches are looking for. Look, she barely has to move.
Haley Dinsberger now will serve for Nebraska. Dinsberger re-entered the regular serving rotation for Nebraska during that Indiana trip, the trips to Purdue and Indiana, and has remained there since. Done a nice job for Nebraska. Schwarzenbach tried to go cross court with the tough angle and sends it wide.
She didn't have a whole lot of court there at that sharp angle. Really got the back of the ball.
First hitting error on Nebraska. Amber Seaman now in, part of that 6-2 offense that the Cardinals will run, with Grusing and Seaman as the setter. Bump set. Right on target.
Yeah, she does a phenomenal job of that.
Tried the second touch, that wasn't there. Sends it back out to Lexi Sun. Better choice, and Sun delivers.
Just a great organization by Nebraska. Keep that ball, keep getting swings, opportunities. Sun really reading her situation there too, taking underneath the block.
Tough serve by Hames. Nebraska's block is there. Schwarzenbach along with Sun. I think Sun got the hand on it.
Hames just really challenging with that serve. Both blockers. And you can see Schwarzenbach really stretching to get out there, but I believe Sun took that ball, took control.
Touch on the block for Nebraska. They run the quick, and Schwarzenbach, another hitting error for Schwarzenbach. And it's a tough ball for Schwarzenbach to handle. They need to be a little higher, Kathy?
I'd say a little higher again. Hames came off the net a little bit. You move yourself away and get that ball up in the air. She's got such a long arm, her contact point.
Put that one away. 2 kills now for Schwarzenbach.
And Hames confident to go right back to her. That really gives Schwarzenbach that confidence that she's going to keep coming to you. Be ready.
Good serve by Sun. Short serves. They go right back to the passer, who puts it down, and the kill by Sidney Van Beek, the middle, and playing right side there.
Van Beek does a great job. In serve receive, they've got her pinched over to that right side. She takes that ball and then gets herself in position to drive in for that big, powerful shot.
Good short serve and the ace for the Cardinals. Tough serve by Kate Avila, her 3rd ace of the season. Avila ranked 2nd in Ball State history in career digs. In fact, she came into tonight needing just 24 to set the all-time record in her junior year. There is Jazz Sweet with the kill. First for Jazz.
Just a great decision by Hames, and Sweet had all kinds of real estate there to swing at.
Into the block and then out off of Stivrins. The kill for Kaya Holder.
Kaya Holder is one of those players that really can get hot. She in the MAC championship was MVP, really had a great stretch there, had 21 kills in that one of those tournament matches.
A good serve there, nice and low. Speaking of low driving, Stivrins with the kill. Midway through this first set here in the first round in Lincoln, Nebraska. Huskers on top by 5. We'll look at the kills leaders for Nebraska through the first half of set number 1. Very balanced attack for Nebraska.
You know, and they've really been pushing at different locations. And when we talk about Ball State, they had 7 players with all season long averaging over 2 kills per set. So a wide range. They've been very balanced also throughout the season. As you look up and down their roster, they're getting it done too with the balanced attack.
Yeah, it has been effective. They just 4 games ago switched to that 6-2 on a regular basis. They kind of tinkered with it a couple of times early in the season, but in the last 4 matches, Kelly Miller-Phillips has decided that's the right thing for her squad, and it's led them to the MAC Conference Tournament Championship and here into the first round.
Well, and again, it just built confidence, and so it's worked, and they've just gotten more confident in it, more comfortable with it, and again, with a lot of young players, when you start getting some confidence and consistency, it just lends to one to the other.
Couple of nice digs here in this rally for Nebraska. Would like to close it out, and they do. Kubik off the touch.
She just does a tremendous job, that high hand. A lot of times freshmen come in, they've been dominant and swinging and just getting on top of the ball. And it's so important that you're able to hit those high hands. You're going to have big blockers in front of you, and you're going to be out of system, and you've got to find a way to tool it.
Point for Nebraska. Yeah, Kubik, you talked about just the variety of shots that they had. That's one thing John Cook mentioned early on about Maddie Kubik, is that she had every shot in the book, and this would take her a while to adjust to the level of play in the Big Ten Conference. They've adjusted well here tonight, leading by 7 in set number 1. Back here in Lincoln, Nebraska, first round of the NCAA tournament. Nebraska on top 17-10 over the Cardinals. MAC Conference champions. There's a look at Kate Avila, junior out of junior libero. There you see her all-time digs, just 23 away. Megan Miller also played high school ball with Avila for 1 year. Miller would have been a freshman when Avila was a senior. Oh, that was Knuckles, right? Knuckles played with her. Yep.
Great tempo change there. Goes back to tempos and zones and being able to make shots, read situations. Players feel comfortable out there and having fun.
Another good serve on the slide. Kubik got a hand on it. Out of system. Free ball for the Huskers. On the slide. Stivrins off the top of the block. Into the net, called against Ball State. Nebraska opening up the lead now at 19-10 in the middle of a 5-0 scoring run. Into the antenna 6-0 run for Nebraska off this serve by Megan Miller, who's done a nice job from the service line.
She's done a great job in coming in and really challenging the serve receive. Here, triple block by Nebraska going up, and actually goes through the hands and off the forehead, I believe, of Stivrins.
Right through the block that time, Kaya Holder with another kill. Second kill for Holder.
She's one of the veterans. She's a junior on this squad, and bringing some of that leadership out there on the court, as we mentioned. Kind of on a little streak here, average in the last few matches, averaging 3.2 games or kills per set during that MAC tournament.
Nicklin Hames with the dump. That's her third kill here in set number 1. 3 for 4 is Hames, leading Nebraska, hitting .538 as a team. Serve long. That's second service error for Kubik.
Kind of both of them floated long.
Another member of the MAC all-freshman team here, Marie Plitt with the serve. Hold inside. Sun got a hand on it. Nice job to keep it alive. Nebraska does with the free opportunity. Rushed off the hands by Sun, but not down. Be an aggressive swing from the outside. And a kill by Hammaker.
You can see that Sun trying that deep back corner, great up there by Plitt.
Lexi Sun got one in rhythm, one blocker up on her, and that's a no-doubter. Sun down.
Yep, Van Beek stayed in that middle and held and froze. You can see blockers freeze here. That sharp angle right where Lexi Sun loves to take that ball.
Bump set. Down the line. What a swing by Sun.
Great pop up there also by Hames. Sun came in. She had inside, so takes it towards the edge of the court. She doesn't have a lot here. You can just see that lane. She just connects right on the edge. Look, they stay inside, giving her quite a bit of line as she got pulled in.
What a tough shot.
That's a great shot.
Not much court to work with there from that angle with two blockers up in front. She took it outside and found it inside the line. Lexi Sun, of course, also this week named first team All Big Ten, her first All Big Ten honor, but she was previously All Conference in the Big 12 freshman year when playing for Texas. Saw earlier Megan Miller, doing a nice job for Nebraska. She's the sophomore from Indiana, Alexandra Monroe. Take a look at that.
Well, and again, Miller's doing such a great job. She gets herself in a great position, and that's the key initially. It gets that ball, it keeps it inside that body line. She puts it right on the spot. You want that ball to go right into that zone. Hames is sitting right there. She really basically steps in and gets her feet square to that ball. She's got all options available to her. That's what you're shooting for. You're working for that box in front of that 10-foot line. Miller, again, been tough out there, been consistent, and really been one of those players that's added. Talk about great defense and feeding into your offense.
Miller's season high 18 digs in that big win for Nebraska on the road at Penn State. Five-setter led Nebraska to a tie for second place in the conference, and Sun, she's firing some bullets here in this first set.
She's getting some great balls. She's getting one-on-one situations, and she's so explosive, that velocity of that arm. That's what I think is so impressive.
Set point here in the first for Nebraska. Sun sends it back. Reset for Ball State. Nicklin Hames with the block to close out the first. So quick work for Nebraska in set number one. You're always going to get some sort of reaction from Nebraska's 5'10" setter.
Yeah.
Very confident one there. Nebraska wins the first, 25-13 over the Cardinals from Ball State. Huskers lead this 1-0 in the first round of the NCAA tournament from here in Lincoln, Nebraska. We'll be back, set two coming your way on NET. Quick work for the Huskers here in set number one, winning it over Ball State 25-13. Look at John Cook since coming to Nebraska. His first year was in 2000, and since then 4 titles, 4-time National Coach of the Year, 6-time Conference Coach of the Year, including 4 in the Big 12, 2 in the Big 10. He's been inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Pretty impressive resume there, and again continues to say I don't have it figured out yet. I mean, it's continuing, and that's what makes him so good. He's continually learning this game and finding better ways to make his team better.
You saw the all-time winning percentage. In fact, he is the winningest current coach since he took over at Nebraska. The only better record would be Kevin Hambly, who got handed a pretty good team from John Dunning out at Stanford and winning a title in his first year.
Not bad. That's what you want to hand over to somebody and give them a great opportunity to start off.
You know, if anybody knows something about being handed a good team in his first year, it's John Cook, right?
Yep.
Good coverage there by Nebraska off the swing by Mitchum. Nebraska rolls it, and Lexi's son has done it many different ways here already tonight.
And just a great change there. She's been firing away from that outside, and here everybody's dug deep. She does that tempo ball and catches them sitting back on their heels.
6 kills for Lexi on 10 swings, hitting .600, and a terrific set there as well. Second touch. Yeah, that was shifty. Nice move by Amber Seaman.
You know, just a great opportunity. When you look at defenses, usually you got that triangle and you got that front row. So that center court is very vulnerable as everybody's out on the edges, protecting from outside in.
Second service error on the night for Ball State. Ball State is unusually low error from the service line, but very good in terms of their errors to aces ratio.
That's what you want, definitely.
Right in the middle again.
It worked
once.
Yep, why not? And you talk about you being in your base, that those positions we just talked about, that's where you're starting your position. So those off players, those short front ones, have to be prepared to cover that. Nice high hit there by Jazz Sweet. Blockers in front of her. She goes high hands and big swing. We saw Sweet there calling out the hitters. In this 6-2 system, you got to make sure you're paying attention. We've seen Seaman take the ball over as a back row setter, sending it out over, but you got to keep track of where everybody is in all rotations.
Nebraska has been high error tonight from the service line. That's 5 service errors already. Here's Esther Grusing. Good serve. Right back to Kubik, who tries to punch it, not there. Run the quick middle. Got the kill by Marie Plitt.
Plitt does a nice job being aggressive, gets in there quick in that transition. Trying and beating the block.
Another tough serve. Push back to Sweet, who just kind of brushes it off the defender. Free opportunity for Nebraska. Sweet again, that time a little more aggressive, and puts it right in front of Grusing.
Well, Nebraska really utilizing so many attackers. The blockers are really holding and having to respect every attacker, and so we're getting one-on-one matchups, and that's what you can do when you get that ball in that ideal position and in system.
No touch, point for Nebraska. Swing is long. Last time Miller was back at the service line, she had a nice run. Pushing out to the pin again. That goes off the top of Nebraska's block, not there. Haynes try to the second touch. Grusing will go back to the left pin again. Not down. Back row, Lexi's son right inside the line, but back row attack. She landed, took off from in front of the line. Point for Ball State.
Yep. Your setters always want to lead you kind of right in front of that line. She just stepped on that line, which is the violation. You can follow through in front, but you can't step on it in your approach.
Another ace for the Cardinals.
They've been serving tough as they've come out here in second set, being aggressive. Serve, it drops quick right in front of Miller.
On the slide, Stivrins off the hands of the blocker and gets a kill.
Not a lot of room there. See where Hames is. That's really about where Stivrins needs to be coming on top of her. So great job for them to get an attack off and be aggressive with the swing. Great push in there by Hames.
Tried deep corner, but well long and no touch on the attempt by Hammaker.
Good idea there by Hammaker. That deep corner was open. Just missed her mark.
Tough serve by Kubik, just clears the tape. And again, a hitting error on the Cardinals.
Reese on the outside, just that freshman we talked about, has been playing well as of late. Just a couple hitting errors here too, trying to get back in system for the Cardinals.
Stiveren's got a hand on it. And Stiveren's got more than just a hand on that one.
She put the lid on that one. She did a great job penetrating the net, reaching across, and really comes right over the top of that ball, sends it straight down. Look at that great penetration of the net. That not only stops the ball sooner, but it takes away angles.
Reese with the roll shot. Good up by Kubik. And a point for Ball State. 2 hits called on the Huskers. 9-8 here in set number 2. Nebraska still out hitting Ball State 480 to 48. Yeah. A tight one here. Kept alive. Boy, good up, and then a nice quick flick reaction. That time Stivrins gets the touch, and another kill for Lauren. She's got 6 on 8 swings.
Really, Nebraska's very low air right now on attack. They only have 3 airs out of 42 swings, 23 kills. So really hitting a 477, just very efficient.
Nebraska's been able to side out at 77% here tonight.
Yeah.
Not as impressive as Missouri hit side out against UNI at about 80% earlier tonight.
Yeah. They were very, very clean, well played match earlier on.
Reese. Back row, Kubik. Will be a touch, kill for Kubik. And that puts Nebraska up by 4. And a timeout taken by Kelly Miller-Phillips. One more look out of the back row. Attack by Kubik and a kill. Nebraska up by 4. Well, Nebraska has 5 national titles, and if you look at the field, there are a few others with multiple national titles. Of course, Stanford all-time, winning last year. Leader with 8. Penn State went on that run where they had 5 in a row, or 4 in a row. They're at 7. Nebraska is 3rd with 5 national titles. Trying to make it 6. This begins the run toward what they hope will be a 5th appearance consecutively in the Final 4.
Touch there, and so Van Beek gets a kill out of the timeout.
That ends Nebraska's 3-zip scoring run, and they were on a 7-1 run as well. Amber Seaman will serve. Tough serve it was. Good coverage. Deep corner, not there.
Straight up.
Long and no touch, point for Nebraska.
Avila does a nice job getting that ball up and giving Ball State an opportunity to swing again. Just wide, just missing here. You know, they can't get that ball in that court, struggling a little bit offensively, hitting right at 0 in this current set and 42 overall. So offense has been a struggle.
Overpass, point Nebraska, back row attack. Above the net on the attempt. Touch called on Nebraska, point for the Cardinal.
Van Beek just takes that off and tools it off the block. That was her 3rd kill. Back row attack there as Haynes went up after that with that one hand, tried to save a tight ball.
So good little run here for the Cardinals. They're back to within 3 at 14-11. Another tough serve. Push back to Sun. Sun, I think, went over that block and straight down.
She's just so explosive. And quick. I think that's the thing. The speed as she pops up. Look at that, and then the speed of her arm.
Hames doing a nice job tonight as well, identifying opportunities for her hitters. Killed there by Van Beek.
Van Beek again has really done a nice job here. That's her rotation through the front row, tooling it off. You can see great hand position there by Kubik, really pushing to the middle of the court, but she just got overpowered. Great push by Hames.
Into the net, called on the Cardinals, point for Nebraska.
Nebraska's block is really challenging too. Even if they're not getting a termination block, they're stopping the ball, making the attackers try to adjust, change things, and often in those situations, making in there.
Slide down the line, there was no touch. And another hitting error as that hitting percentage continues to tick down for Ball State on these unforced errors. They're now hitting 0 in the current set and 38 in the match. $11 errors, 13 kills for Ball State. Leaves it for Stivrins, not down. Good opportunity here for Nebraska. Stivrins again. Got it.
Just look how high she elevates, gets up on top of that ball. Here it is, a tough ball. Look at her up in the air and that contact point just over the top.
7 kills for Stivrins. Nebraska on top here in the second. Well, it's been an impressive run since 2015 for John Cook and his Huskers, 61-4 in the months of November and December. When you think about two of those losses came in the NCAA finals, 2 championships in 15 and 17, 2 Big Ten conference titles, and 4 consecutive trips into the semis.
And an opportunity here to make that 5, you know, or get to that Final Four tournament. That'd be something no Nebraska team has ever done.
No. So Kinsey Knuckles back at the service line for Nebraska. They're on top by 6, 18-12 here in set number 2. After the pin, an aggressive swing, great up by Haynes. And a swing long, point Cardinals. Esther Grusing now back to serve for the Cardinals. One of those 7 freshmen who could or have seen time here tonight just, well, it was touched by Kubik, and an ace for Grusing. It was headed long, and Kubik thought it was going to drop, tried to reach for it, and touched. Better pass by Kubik.
There you go, right on the spot. Perfect.
And again, right at the feet of Grusing.
Great kill there by Stivrins in transition, in system. You know, where do you go? I mean, Hames has all options. Blockers have to respect everyone. Right now, Nebraska's all Big Ten hitters, Kubik, Sun, and Stivrins, have 19 kills and 1 error amongst the 3 of them, hitting over 550. So pretty hot hands, and tells you why they were all Big Ten selections.
Maggie Huber back to serve.
Another perfect pass. Hames has got all options available.
Wow.
And how do you slow that down?
Stivrins just blisters that right down the line. 8 kills, no errors, make it 9 kills, no errors, 12 swings for Lauren Stivrins, hitting 750.
As I say, not too bad there. That hitting percentage, just give her the ball, let her do her work.
It's been this kind of year, or this time of year, when Stivrins really turns it on. You look at her run last year through the NCAA tournament. She hit 500, 667, 526, 500, and then in the championship match against Stanford, 19 kills, 615. And the moment is big, so is Lauren Stivrins. Touch off of the Cardinals is wide, and Nebraska is now just 3 away from set number 2. Kubik has settled down from the service line. Right on that back line, great swing.
Great spot. That's
Michael Ivy. First look at Michael.
Coming in, you can see the defense is pushed in, so that whole back corner open.
Ivy, another one of those freshmen. Ivy there, off the overpass with the block. Back-to-back points for Ivy.
And that's what they've seen all year. Different players stepping in at different times, and so changing that lineup is not unusual for them. But and again, just trying to find that person who might be that spark.
Good up by Plitt in the back row. Nebraska trying to keep it alive. Great Knuckles-Miller combination. Ivy again along the top of the tape and wide. The right idea by Ivy. Had the angle, just did not clear the tape.
You know, we talk about great defense. I mean, Knuckles pursuing that ball, just reaching it all the way out. Miller then being low, ready to respond to that too. Both of them in great body positions, tracking the ball.
back row. Nobody there to stop Cubic.
Both outsides doing a great job there with a big up by Sun and then Cubic on that 10-foot attack, and she's so good back there.
Set point for Nebraska in the second. Second set point opportunity for Nebraska. Sun puts it away with her 8th kill of the match against just 1 error. She's hitting 400, and Nebraska in that set hit 333, hitting 448 in the match. And they're on top, 2 sets to none. We are back at the Bob Devaney Sports Center here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Huskers on top, 2 sets to none over the Ball State Cardinals. Time now to go downstairs to our good friend and birthday guy, Steve Graziano. Steve, Kathy was talking about it. We were going to get you a birthday present. She said you're well beyond the age when you need a birthday present.
This is very true. I've had many, many years of birthday presents, but I know if you wanted to give me one, the best present you can do anywhere is to call right now and become a member of NET Television and support all of the great programming that you see all year round right here on NET. In particular, the volleyball action that we are enjoying tonight. It's a great start to the championships, and you're here. You've got the front row seat, and you can help support by calling right now, 800-989-8236. Some think that the best gift that anybody can get is the gift of educational content, and you get it right here on NET. Call us right now, and at the $250 level, we have for you an autographed John Cook volleyball. Very limited supply. We do need you to call right now at the $250 level. Along with the autographed John Cook volleyball, you will get a DVD copy of the NET documentary, Making of a Champion. We do need your full payment on credit card for this very special thank you gift. So call us right now. That documentary documents the 2017 drive to the national championship. Call right now, 800-989-8236. At the $250 level, you will receive the John Cook autographed volleyball. Autographed really by John Cook, not by a machine, but by him, he himself with his own pen, and you'll have that for your own collection. Now, if you'd like to have something else, well, we have a great item for you right now. It's a little bit chilly outside, but Kira from Omaha, a UNL student, is here modeling this very sharp-looking NET Sports Partners Club jacket. And Kira, thank you so much for being here. She's going to be the next star. You're going to look like a star when you have the fleece jacket. It's yours at the $120 level. Call us right now, and you can do that on the monthly installment plan of $10 a month. Or if you'd like, at the $120 level, we have not 1, not 2, but 3 DVDs. It's the complete collection of the NET volleyball documentary set. Call us right now. It looks back at the 2006, 2015, and 2017 seasons. You'll see it all with this 3 DVD set. Call us now, 800-989-8236, and become a member of NET Television. We have lots of ways to thank you, either with the autographed volleyball or the fleece jacket or the 3 DVDs. The best thing we can do for you is to be here throughout the entire volleyball season, bringing you great Nebraska volleyball action. But you know, we're more than just volleyball. We're great high school sports. We have college sports. We have educational programs for the kids during the day. We have Frontline. We have locally produced documentaries like the Nebraska volleyball documentaries, and so much more, all made possible with your support. We couldn't do this without you, and we're so grateful to have you on our team. Call us right now, 800-989-8236, and when you do at the $250 level, we will send you the John Cook autographed volleyball and the Dream Like a Championship documentary. At the $120 level, just $10 a month. There you see on your screen the NET Sports Partners Club fleece jacket. It really looks great. It looks great on everybody. You're going to be looking like a champion when you have that on you. Call us right now at the $120 level, and we'll send you 3 of the NET volleyball documentaries. It's all yours when you become a member of 800 at NET Television. 800-989-8236 is our number. We do want you to call right now. Thank you.
All right, thanks very much. Kathy was saying she'll, not a gift, but she'll bring you, bake him a birthday cake. Is that what you said?
There you go.
Run it by the station.
Birthday cookies, or I think you should get one of those fleece for a birthday gift.
That's a great idea. Absolutely. Well, it's been a dominant performance for Nebraska in the first 2 sets. Lauren Stivrins has been terrific. She's hitting .750.
She's got 9 kills on 12 swings, and they have been impressive kills. She's made her mark and got their attention, that's for sure. But again, outstanding right at this time. Again, she continues to push on that. She could be pushing some records.
Lexi Sun closed out the second set with the kill. She has 8, hitting .412.
She too has been very dynamic here, and again, she's just so fast, and the velocity of the balls that she's hitting has really been tough for the Cardinals to control. She's appeared different locations. They're running some cross patterns and used her in the 10-foot position as well.
So ready to go here in set number 3. Nebraska on top 2-0 over the Cardinals of Ball State. Nebraska will serve to start it off. Nicklin Hames on the service line. Slide right away, down the line in the touch, and the Cardinals start out with the kill by Sidney Van Beek.
Van Beek has really kind of been the bright spot for the offense of the Cardinals. That's her 5th kill, and she's done some nice things at moments in the latter part of set number 2.
Van Beek, first team All-MAC Conference back in 2018. She is a senior. Free ball here for Ball State, second touch.
2 hits, they called on that. Oh.
Tried to get it down. There's a look at the all-conference performers for Nebraska. Stivrins, Sun, Kubik.
I mean, look at those numbers, 750, 412, 667. Wow. And amongst all of them, 1 error only out of all those swings collectively.
Great up by Hames.
Great swing there by Sweet. You know, middles are really pulling the blockers, the middle blocker of Ball State away. You can see, look at that, reaching out. You can see Van Beek going forward. And great recognition by Hames. She sees that, feeds up Sweet.
4 kills for Jazz Sweet in the match. Nice hustle to keep that alive by Jazz, and then Kubik unloads.
Okay, I'm sorry, you got to talk about that bump set. Hames run away, again, facing away from the net, bump sets that, pops it up for Kubik to terminate.
That's just how a lot of balls in the gym, isn't it? It's just a lot of sets, a lot of open gym, messing around.
And just a feel. Yeah. She just has a feel of where she's at and knows that court awareness, and she trusts her hitter's going to be there.
Sweet again. Jazz Sweet now 5 kills on 9 swings, just 1 error. She's hitting .400. There's a look at Nicklin Hames, Nebraska's sophomore setter. First team all Big Ten. No surprise, Sydney Hilly setter of the year in the Big Ten Conference this year. That is long. Player of the year in the Big Ten was Dana Retke, also from Wisconsin. So they had the player of the year and the setter of the year in Sydney Hilly and Dana Retke.
That's a pretty good combo. You know, all on the same squad. And
defensive player of the year this year, not a surprise either. Kendall Wright, the senior from Penn State, who's just a fireball for the Nittany Lions.
That's exactly what I was going to say, a fireball. I enjoy just isolating and watching her in the match.
One of those players that opposing teams and opposing fans like to hate, but if she's on your team, you absolutely love her. Just fires up and motivates her teammates. We're at break here in set number 3. Nebraska cruising here in the third, 6-1. Going into that last time out, John Cook saying, Lexi, you're only hitting .400. She got a chuckle.
You got to go here and you've got to go there. Mix it up. He's always teaching, you know, and talking to his team.
Great night for Nebraska here in round number 1. Here in this set, hitting .667, .469 in the match. Van Beek with the kill there out of the timeout.
And Ball State's only hitting 29. You know, Nebraska's block has been a part of that too. They're 4.5. And actually Cardinals have yet to have a block on Nebraska.
Nebraska finished 8th in the country in opponent hitting percentage, 139. That was best in the Big Ten Conference. So Knuckles back into serve for Nebraska. Knuckles out of Yorktown, Indiana. Speaking of Yorktown, Indiana, here's Kate Avila, who played with Kenzie Knuckles for, we believe, at least a year on the same team. I believe Avila was a senior when Knuckles was a freshman in high school. Both played for that Munciana Volleyball Club, which has just turned out liberos all over the country. Great coverage. Wow, Knuckles. And then Hames. And then Kubik brushes it off. No touch, point Nebraska.
And big celebration there by Stiverinster teammates.
Well, as we talk about liberos.
All right, on cue. pops that up, and again, just pursuing balls. I mean, very focused on the ball, being in great position to make the play.
Another former Munciana libero with the serve there, and Megan Miller.
Great job there by Stivrins to hang and shut it down.
Only one team has ever knocked off Nebraska in a first round of an NCAA tournament. Nebraska all-time is 32-1 in the first round. That one team came out of the MAC conference. Western Michigan back in 1983.
At Kalamazoo.
You remember?
It was prior to me.
1 year before.
Yeah, so we talked about it a lot, you know, my freshman year and preparing for that, because that was a lesson, I guess, for us.
You couldn't get that out quick enough, though. That was before me. That was not, I wasn't there.
Clarifying, I'm younger than that. No, but again, we even prepared because it was a big crowd and all those kind of things, and just again the tournament, just what this all brings. And
yeah. Into the antenna on the swing by Kaya Holder, point for the Huskers. Good up by Knuckles. Back row. Again, Kubik with the big swing out of the back row. That's 9 for Kubik. Here's Nebraska's tournament record by round. We mentioned 32-1 in the first, just 2 losses in the second. And then you get deep into the tournament where there are no slouches, right?
Right.
5-4 in the national finals, 9-6 in the semis. Speaking of wins in the postseason, the tournament with a win tonight. John Cook reaches 81 wins in the NCAA tournament. And that ties him for 3rd all-time in NCAA coaching victories. Ties him with the now retired Mick Haley, who was at USC in Texas.
Texas, yep.
John would tell you that just means I'm old.
I've been doing this too long.
On the slide, not down. Hames behind her on the slide the other way. Angle not there. That's a first hitting error. It is first hitting error on Stivrins, which pulls her hitting percentage down to .643. She was on pace to set a Nebraska record for hitting percentage in the postseason. That record is .737. At one point, she was at .750. That'll help the average a bit.
She keeps that up. She has the opportunity to still break that. Melissa Elmer held that record, .737. You see their coach talking to Stivrins, who again, is hitting .667, just still teaching, coaching, and talking about how sharp that last one went out of bounds. Here's an adjustment.
They're going to say it hit the antenna, but I think we might have a challenge. Well, they're not going to challenge. I thought it was Nebraska that hit the antenna, and they're going to say it was the ball that hit the antenna. I think if they look at this again, they're going to see it was Sun who hit the antenna, not the ball. Yeah, that is Sun brushing the antenna. And they said point Nebraska. Yeah, see that?
Yep.
The official thought that the ball hit the antenna, but it was actually Lexi Sun's hand. And there is no challenge here for some reason. The challenge would likely have overturned this. But instead, into the game for Nebraska is Nicole Drunick to serve. Into the front row on this double substitution is Aneshka Zabo for Nebraska. And the tip is down, a kill for Lexi Sun.
Tempos is the key there. Tempos and zones. When we got big, heavy, fast-paced swingers, when you mix in that tempo, it really catches the defense.
Nebraska up by 11, looking for the sweep here in round one. Leading in the third, 16-5 on top, 2-0 here in round one of the NCAA tournament from Lincoln, Nebraska. Once again, Nebraska's on the all Big Ten selection list. Maddie Kubik named Freshman of the Year as well as second team performer. 3 on the first team in Stivrins, Hames, and Son. And then Kinsey Knuckles also on the all freshman team.
So great recognition in a tough conference, and Nebraska well represented for sure. Maddie Kubik, pretty nice first postseason. She's starting out here at 9 kills, 13 swings, 692. So
big block on that left side. Son again. Schwarzenbach was there to help.
Pretty impressive here. Look at that body position of Sun up and how she swings and throws in, pushes that outside. Great execution there.
Served by Drunick. Second touch. Good awareness by Schwarzenbach. Ooh, then a
collision.
Big collision in that front row from Drunick and Sun. Sun was going up to hit it on the second touch. Drunick trying to get there.
To set it, yeah.
So back in is Hames. Drunick's like, great. I was in for 2 plays and I almost took out Lexi.
I'm never going to get a chance again. Great swing and connection there with Callie Schwarzenbach.
Yeah, that's one of the better slide connections between Hames and Schwarzenbach we've seen.
You know, one of the things that Coach going into the tournament and practice this week was, again, back to basics, making sure that we're back working on fundamentals and trying to clean little things up and just become more efficient. And those are the things, those timing, those connections are part of that process. Talked about Lexi Sun's great technique on the block. That is all the things that are going to pay off and make a difference at this point in the season.
Sidney Van Beek, first team all MAC from 2018. She is big in the middle there.
And she does a great job getting off and really loading her hips up, gets behind it, and then drives in for a transition.
Wow, great set by Hames. And Schwarzenbach got up and was ready to take the set.
And again, a tough ball for Hames, and does a great job flicking it right up there and getting it up in a position for Schwarzenbach.
On the slide, once again, and as you said earlier, Sidney Van Beek been a bright spot for these Cardinals.
She's got 8 kills. She's hitting over 350 at this point. Really, like I said, she's kind of been the one who's been making a difference or getting any offense going.
Tough serve by Reese. And a free ball here for Ball State. Tried the second touch. Off the block and out. Kill on the right side. I believe that was Ivy. Look, checked out Mitchum with the kill. Natalie Mitchum.
Hames pursuing that ball all the way to the table and kind of smashing that arm in, getting up a little bit. Had to hurt a little bit.
Yeah,
he came back out on the court. I mean, she's going at full pace, sprinting after that ball.
So it looks like Nebraska will be facing Missouri tomorrow night in round 2 here at the Devaney Sports Center. Tigers were 3-set winners earlier tonight over Northern Iowa. Point there for the Cardinals. And that was an impressive performance by the Tigers. I think most thought you and I would give Missouri a bit better match, but it was straight sets and easily done as well.
I mean, they look very good. I mean, they were very dominant as they came in, played very clean. So looking forward to seeing what tomorrow night might bring.
Missouri hit 363 in the match, held Northern Iowa to just 0-30 with winning in straight sets 11-13, 14. Wow.
I just love how Kubik goes up aggressive. You can just see she has no fear. She's not afraid to take a risk and go after that ball out of system. And look at that strong approach. Love it.
4 away from set number 3 and the match for Nebraska. Hames with another block.
Great job there by Hames, and she loves it. She knows people are trying to use her, and she's physically strong and goes up hard. Great setup. As that outside, you're the one setting the block up.
Tough serve. Good swing by Lexi Sun, but a nice up.
Great up by Knuckles.
Tip does not go off the touch. Players are telling John Cook, hey, that was a touch.
I think it was.
Jalen Reyes is saying that was a touch, and John's like, can we just
I'll
play?
validate it.
All right, I'll get the card. I know it's 22-11, but I'll get the card.
Touch off the block.
Our R1 or down official said, if you want a challenge, get the card. And so John
Here it is.
Reyes had to go get it. Let's take a look here. See if it rushed off the block. And it did, just barely.
Fingers.
You can see that finger touch it. The finger of Natalie Mitchum.
Yep. And it's funny, you know, coaches are looking to the players for that call to make the decision if it did or didn't. And she was pretty confident and adamant.
Yep, ring finger, right hand. And actually, you can see it better when it's a little faster because you see the finger move a little more. When it's that slow, the
movement is less
obvious. Yep.
Yeah.
But Mike Hamilton's already made. No, he's still looking in the monitor. Isn't he? Still reviewing.
Yep.
Another look.
Yep. Very clear there.
Yep.
Like you said, that little faster tempo is more distinguishable. Team's feeling good about the challenge. Pretty loose tonight.
Right away.
Yep.
Still reviewing is Mike Hamilton, our R1, so he's maybe not as apparent in the replays that he has as it is in the replay that we have. And obviously, reminder, they have a DV Sport internally here where that's what they're reviewing, and we'll see what they come up with as he's now made his decision, communicating it with the scorer. There was a touch. Point Nebraska.
Well, with that challenge, Kubik now has 11 kills. So pushes her up a little bit farther. She's hitting 688.
Wow.
She wanted that one more. I knew it. She was confident.
Both Kubik and Stivrins with 11 kills, both hitting over 665.
And both those two young ladies coming in with a big block.
Well, match point for Nebraska, and into the game for the Huskers here on match point is Riley Zoom, the 6'5" freshman of Fort Collins, Colorado. Zoom will run the left side, and the ace. Nebraska picks up its third ace of the night, and that gives them the match in round one of the NCAA tournament. So it will be Nebraska and Missouri in round number 2 from here at the Devaney Sports Center. But tonight, a complete performance for Nebraska as Maddie Kubik hits 668, Lauren Stivrins 667. Huskers on the night 425. And joining us now is the head coach of Nebraska, John Cook. You heard me just mention those numbers. A very complete performance for your team tonight.
Yeah, Ball State has a hard time matching up with us with their size. They're just not quite physical enough at the net. But we did it. Nicklin had a really good match tonight. She put some great balls. She was mixing it up all over the place. So that was really good to see. And we got some stuff we got to clean up for tomorrow.
Well, talk about a real balanced attack, too. You saw Missouri play earlier and really came out and dominated. As you saw them play, what things are you thinking about as you match up with them again tomorrow?
Well, they're going to be more like what we're used to, a big physical team. They got 2 physical outside hitters, and they're playing a great conference, so it's going to be a great match. Tough second round match, and we're going to have to have a great effort.
John, thanks for joining us.
Okay, thanks guys.
Nebraska coach John Cook joining us after the win tonight. So let's update the bracket. Nebraska, the number 5 seed overall, moves on, and tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, you heard Coach Cook say it was an impressive performance earlier tonight by that Missouri team as they took down Northern Iowa in straight sets 11, 13, 14. And it will be Nebraska and Missouri tomorrow night from here at the Devaney Center. Let's take a look at the night that Lauren Stivrins had. 11 kills for Stivrins, 667.
She was on fire and again unstoppable. Nebraska was not blocked at all in this match. The last time that happened was in 2014, early in that season. And so Stivrins, huge part of that offense tonight, was hitting 750 at one point. Not only was Stivrins hot, Maddie Kubik as well. Freshman player of the year, Maddie Kubik, 11 kills, hitting 668. Not bad for her first postseason performance. Just outstanding.
Well, once again, Nebraska with the sweep over Ball State, 3-0. They do it 15, 18, and 10 to close it out and move into round number 2 of the NCAA tournament. Well, time now to rejoin down on the floor. Let's go down to Steve Graziano.
Okay, it's another win for Nebraska. The question is, how do you get 1 million volleyball fans in the Devaney Center? It's very simple. NET television, that's how you do it. How do we do it? That's simple too. It's your support. When you call us at 800-989-8236 now during the rest of the year, whenever you call, your support makes our volleyball broadcasts possible. So thank you. But now it's your time to call. Do it right now because we have some very nice thank you gifts when you do call. At the $250 level, we have a signed, autographed John Cook volleyball, autographed by the coach personally, not by a machine. This is yours to have and to keep forever, along with the NET documentary Dream Like a Champion. This is yours at the $250 level. We do need your full pledge when you make the call. If you'd like, you can call us at the $120 level, and we have a really nice looking NET Sports Partners Club fleece. It looks good there on the screen, but I tell you, there's somebody right next to me, Kira from Omaha. She is a UNL student. She is wearing the fleece, and Kira, you look great in this, and it's just a wonderful, wonderful jacket. And thank you for being a good sport to be here in the Devaney Center just for us. We really appreciate it. We need you to call just for us and for everybody else all across the state. Your pledge of $120 to get this wonderful fleece jacket or to get the volleyball or anything else, your pledge makes it all possible, all of these games here on NET television. Also at the $120 level, we have a 3-pack, 3 DVDs. These are DVD documentaries that include Dream Like a Champion, Nebraska Volleyball Destination Omaha, and Nebraska Volleyball Culture of a Champion. Our number is 800-989-8236, or go online to netnebraska.org/donate. Now remember, it's not just volleyball, but we have, of course, high school volleyball. We have the high school football championships. We have swimming and diving. We have so many great sports here on NET television, all made possible because of you and your support. Call us right now, 800-989-8236.